Hello, my sweet dear magical friends. Welcome, willkommen to your tarot reading with me, Natalee, spelled Natalee. I appreciate every single one of you that likes, shares, subscribes, toggle the notification bell, all of the little things. Maybe drop a little pumpkin emoji or ghost emoji, bat emoji upon entry. It really helps support me in the channel. Tuning into your energies, my loves. A lot going on. One thing stands out. One thing, and it feels like it's something that you're waiting for, that you have to wait for, or maybe it's just like a feeling you have. It's Christmas. It's the Christmas, like waiting for Christmas Day to open your presents. So let's open up. Let's see. Four of Wands to start. Gorgeous energy. This could have to do with some kind of home party, home celebration. Maybe someone in the family has really great news or has something to announce. You could also be changing your living situation. There could be people moving in, people moving out. Whatever it happens to be, you're really happy about it. There could even be a little bit of, maybe someone's moving out because they're, going to college or university, or they're graduating, or they're getting a job in another town. It's still going to be happy. Okay, celebration, it feels like. It does feel like some kind of party. Ooh. Oh, I don't know how we're going to do with this, but we have the death card here. So that's let's see how long it takes. Okay, so death card coming in this really does savor strongly of that former example where, empty nesting, where they're gone, they're off doing their thing, the children are out, and it's positive, it's happy, there's the party, there's cake. I really want cake. But that death energy does say that there are some much deeper, deeply embedded things that you're processing along with whatever the happy developments are. Maybe reconciling that a whole era of your life is over with regards to this property situation, living situation, home or family situation. And if you're when I was a cemeterian and I was in the death industry, I saw and I buried many people that did not have anyone. It was literally just the funeral director, and it was me, the cemeterian, at the side of their grave, lowering them down. And we had our own little, there's like a little process, but they had no family or friends or anyone they made their arrangements, called a pre-need contract. They made their arrangements so that everything was taken care of. And then when you pass, because you worked it all out already, it's like everything just happens. I don't want to say militaristically, but it just sort of has a process. Okay, it takes one phone call, to the funeral home, and that person takes kind of care of everything. They take over. We get the call and we coordinate, and it's like everything just, it happens. It's on its own track. And so that's what they did. But there were a lot of single, I don't mean single like romantically single. These people could have had, great love affairs. I mean single as in no one really showed up to bid them adieu. No one showed up to say goodbye. And that solemn sort of energy where you're sort of, I don't want to say like alone with yourself. It's not necessarily that you're alone with yourself. It's just private. It's just private. Like everyone reconciling, for instance, with their own mortality, sort of like a private, personal thing. There's some phase, like I said, an era that you are memorializing, putting into the ground so that you can welcome something else. But this is an emotional thing, okay? Now that we have the death energy, that's like, it is very, 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 it's not just a party. There's more processing to do. Ooh, and we have justice. This is, we're gonna just, you know it is the justice energy. I don't think this has to be quite so close to me, but let's just, okay. Anywho's, so 2 major arcana straight out the gate. This is a fated event. This is a fated time in your life. And this is bringing something into balance. So if you've been feeling like you were missing that weight, you know, you're missing that other heavy weight that has your, it's your counterweight, it's your counterbalance. You can be heavy and sturdy and do your own thing and be strong in your own right. And that other weight is the exact same quality, totally individual, totally separate, detached, but you feel it's kind of like when you're on a seesaw and you can feel each other's weight even though you're totally on opposite ends of the seesaw. It's like that. So something has to end in order for balance to be brought, and maybe even justice, and in some cases maybe even accountability. Last energy, thank you. 5 of Pentacles, ending on a high note. I see, I'm kidding, this is not a high note. 5 of Pentacles. Emperor, bottom of the deck. Okay, we'll do that. King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. The Emperor, the King, and the Queen of Pentacles. Very interesting. So overall, there is a couple. There is this pair, and I like them. They're very logical. They're very practical. They're very grounded. They have their stuff together. They meet and overcome challenges. They work very well. This is the perfect example of the weightedness. Okay, this one rules their kingdom. This one rules their kingdom, and together they rule a massive kingdom. And they balance each other out. They're a great complement because they're the same kind of animal. So they get each other on a very basic level. Now the Emperor is very interesting. So that could be a little baby boss there. That could be someone that's just super bossy, thinks they know everything, or it could be someone that is the head of an industry. They've conquered their little corner of the world, you know, they've made and lost money and empires and married and divorced and children, and like they have a lot of life experience, a lot of maybe career experience, some kind of expertise, and that's how you know they're like a real emperor. If they're just, they talk like they know everything, but they don't have that experience to back it up, or they don't have the proof to back it up, then they're just like, this could be someone in that case, that this could be overall someone telling these two what to do. You know, someone that's saying like, hey, you should do it this way, or, you know, this would be better, and, you know, that kind of thing. 5 of Pentacles, kind of like with that, oh, what is it like that? Kind of like with that death energy, where there is maybe some kind of test for somebody here. Now, justice for someone could mean consequences and accountability for somebody else. You know, there's always that. So tell me about the 4 of Wands. I'm not sure if you can hear my creaky chair. I only remember that I have to get something to take the creakiness out when I'm sitting here doing readings. Never when I'm like out doing stuff. Okay, Page of Pentacles. This could be, you know, starting some kind of renovation. This could be the beginning of a home project. Maybe you are, I would say this is more like leaving, like if you work in an office, to work from home, or starting a home-based business. I really wouldn't see it as like the reverse, where you're leaving home to start. So this is like something that is brewing, starting, an idea that is being built up from, on the kitchen table, from the home, with a roommate, with a family member. And I like it. I like it very much. Let's take a look at the death energy. What is this ending? This is a huge transition. This is something like, it's deep, permanent, irreversible change. You cannot come back from this. There is no going back. There's nothing to go back to. Okay, we have the 10 of Cups, we have the 10 of Wands, we have Temperance, who did 10 of Wands for the recent Tarot Talk this month, 5 of Swords, and the 7 of Pentacles. This one I shall put forth. Oh, we got it. Oh, it's better. Oh, it is actually harder with the holographic. Because it's holographic. Okay, good to know. All right, so 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, Temperance, 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups. Ooh, okay, so this relationship was not, it didn't start as like some huge burden. This did not start like heavy. But something did happen over time. There could have been one person. This is almost like you started with both of you having jobs, and then one of you took on more of the financial labor to let the other one not have to put in so much labor. I mean, that was like maybe the point, like in the beginning. And it doesn't have to just be like the financial stuff. This can also be that, someone took on like more emotional labor of the relationship, and the other one just like didn't have to think about it. They weren't worried about it. They weren't care. They just were careless, whatever. And that whatever happened to be in this connection, it just got something, just with the 5 of Swords, got whoever was under the stress and the burden of the 10 of Wands, they had to do something selfish. So usually the 5 of Swords is like this kind of like almost like a backstabbing kind of where you'll cut out your friends to get ahead, and it's real ruthless energy. In this context, and I sometimes do like to see the 5 of Swords when someone doesn't really stand up for themselves, when someone's kind of mousy, when someone overgives and gives too much, then the 5 of Swords is saying that they're learning, or they're acting on, and they're basically it's just stopping all that. Basically, they're sort of just doing something a little bit selfish for themselves, not with a negative connotation. They're doing something that has to be self-interested for them to, I don't know, persevere, survive. The 10 of Wands is like, it's like max capacity. It's just too much. So what I love about this is the Temperance is here with this Justice energy. So that is telling me that this isn't just a balance in the physical realm. This is also a balance spiritually for the connection. So just trust whatever is, here, 7 of Pentacles, play the long game. Play the long game. Okay. I'm just having fun over here. Let's take a look at the Justice energy. Tell me about it, please. Thank you. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's magic. Ooh. It is the Sun and the Emperor. I'm not even gonna. Oh. There we go. The Sun and the Emperor. Oh, how pretty it is. It's even prettier like that. Okay, so I feel like this big boss, this baby, I feel like they're the real deal. I feel like this is someone that like knows what they're doing. They are the leader of an industry. They're it. Okay, they are it. They do know what they're doing. They have the experience to make these big swings. So I feel like I don't even have to tell that person to trust themselves making big decisions. But if you happen to be an Emperor going through a temporary insecure moment, trust yourself. You've been through a lot. You've been through worse. far worse. Trust yourself. You know what you're doing. Okay. And, you know, the sun shining its bright spotlight on this. I love this. This is like a very strong masculine energy, creating justice, holding accountability, doing the right thing. I mean, God, doesn't it just set your soul free to see in physical reality people doing the right thing? Like, isn't that the most inspiring? It makes you feel alive. And I don't think that's a word. I don't think enlivening is a word, but it really is. I mean it. I mean it. Seeing people do the right thing, seeing people speak the truth, seeing people in the physical realm of reality doing the right thing, advocating for justice, is the most inspiring thing in any context, in any situation. Seeing someone just like say the truth, seeing someone do the right thing. It just snaps me back to the lived experience. And it's just powerful. It's a physical manifestation of the most beautiful energy, the energy of truth, of love, of integrity. It's in action, it's in physicality. That's manifest. You want to manifest something, you manifest some truth, love, and integrity, and see how your life changes. You get addicted to it. Okay? So this is someone that's doing that. And this is someone who has the power to do it. They have the power to do it. They're using their power judiciously to do the right thing. Like, God, doesn't that set your soul on fire to see someone in power, with a lot of power, doing the right thing? My God. So that's what's, you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about anything. Whatever you are in the situation, even if there's something big ending, who cares? There's like a trustworthy leader that you can trust to do the right thing, to make the right decisions, to create justice and fairness and equality, to create safety and security, to have everyone just relax. Leaders you can trust. Priceless. Listen, what I also love about the King and Queen of Pentacles is like the consistency. Okay, it's not just like grounded and stable, but it's consistency. Most people mask. They have their mask up, and then when it drops, you see who they really are, how they really feel about you, what they really think about you. And what does that do? It betrays the trust. Because now you're like, ooh, you know, it makes you sort of question, like, where do I stand with this person? Like, what do they really think about me? You know? So this, everyone so far, like the Emperor and the King and Queen of Pentacles, you even have the Page of Pentacles here. The Page of Pentacles is starting something on their integrity and their work ethic, because they need to prove themselves and they want to prove themselves. This is writing, journaling, log keeping, accounting, to build the record. And then you mature into the King and Queen of Pentacles, where you've established your reputation as a trustworthy, consistently noble person. That's the suit of nobility. True nobility of the spirit is the Pentacle suit. I love this. I love it all. Take a look, last but not least, this Five of Pentacles. Oh, that's a lot, but we must. Four of Swords, a double Four of Wands, Two of Pentacles, and the two twos and two fours. The Two of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, and then we have the Four of Swords and the Four of Wands to clarify the Five of Pentacles. there's something connecting this, what you're doing at home, or launching like the home-based business, or moving someone out, moving someone in. This looks like giving someone a home. This looks like going from like this is literally like homelessness in this card. Like they're out, they're outside of a church. A church doesn't even let them come in. So there could be something that was lacking or missing in the home or in the house or in the property that it's getting the dynamic back, the love back, or a relationship. It could be your sense of security, where you're overcoming something in order to be able to, I don't want to say like to be able to live with somebody. Like maybe that's the case, but maybe not. It doesn't, but this is like, it's kind of like home wound. Like I feel like it is like sharing like physical space. Maybe it's something with abandonment. It could be financial, but that's what is, it's like, it's calm. After this, the drama of this like death energy and like this, you know, balance, it creates sort of like a calm, relaxed, either emotional dynamic or the physical home. Like you might be resolving a dispute with someone that you live with on a more practical level, and it could just be that where, okay, we had to talk about the things, and you know, this is what it is now, and then we all feel better. Now it's a peaceful living situation. You know, it can even be something that simple. On that deeper, more subconscious, subliminal level, this is going further of I want to say the emotional story, but that doesn't make sense in this context. But like what this is kind of like really about for you. Not just what's happening physically in your life, but what's happening inside. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at your Moonology. Tell us of this guidance for this reading. I am not the timing psychic, so these readings 10 days, 12 days, 2 years. I get random emails like, your reading app, it popped, you know? It's like, so. Any guidance, thank you. Oh, so much to say. Surrender to the divine, first and foremost. Surrender to the divine. Trust yourself. I only have 4 cards. Don't let something just fall. It felt like it did, but maybe it did not. Don't let pride get in your way. Number 1, first and foremost. Hold your vision. Next up, look at the bigger picture, and then nothing is yet set in stone. So let me just try to like place the mother of pearl. What is wrong with me? Let's do like that, so you can see everything. Until next time, my beautiful magical friends, many beautiful blessings upon all of your beautiful heads, darlings. Mwah.